Hey everyone, and welcome to Brick Talk TV Live on this Sunday afternoon. And today you're joining me when we're going to do the Bricklink Designer Program Round 3 1950s diner. As you can see here, we've got a car to build as well as the diner and a petrol pump. What we normally do is we'll crack open the box, we'll see how many bags we've got in there, and we'll take a look at the manual. Of course, being a Bricklink Designer Program set, there's no printed instructions, so I've got my iPad today to go through the build. So as you can see on the back as well, you can see the inside of the diner there as well. It does remind me a little bit, of course, of the diner modular set, and there's a few things in there like jukeboxes and some interesting other things in there about records and trophies and things like that. So we'll see that as we explore the build today. So let's crack open the box and empty all the... where's my trusty knife? We'll crack open the box and then empty the bags out. My voice is disappearing. The aim today is to try to get the whole thing built. There's 1,300 bricks, but we'll see how far we get. So bag 1, 2, 4, number 6, number 8. Another number 1, 5, 2, number 5, number 3. That's a oversized bag there for the larger parts. Number 9. Number 6. Number 2 again. Still a few more left. Number 7. And there's a card there as well with details about downloading the instructions. So I think we've got 9 bags in total to get through. So let's pop them back in the box in reverse. 8. 8 again. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. Got a few number 2s. And then excuse me, my voice is going. And then we've got number 1. Just go back to zoom mode and take a look at the instructions. So we can check out the build experience today. So there's the instructions here, digital version. So bags 1 to 2 will be building the base, the petrol pump and the car. Then bags 3 to 6 we're actually going to build the diner itself, sort of the walls, and then 8 and 9 is actually just the roof to build today. So that's what we're going to try and get through today. So let's crack open bag number 1 and get going with the car. Lots of bright pink. Got a pink Cadillac. I think it's Cadillac anyway. And we also need some oversized parts for this bit as well. So we've got two 2x12, I think, black pieces as well from the oversized bag. So first up we're going to do the petrol pump. Petrol pump starts with one of these minifigure stands, these 3x4. I'm going to stick an upward facing bracket on that in the middle. And then 2 dark red 1x1s with studs on the side. A normal 1x1 and one with a stud on the side. They're going to go behind the bracket. Get something like this. Then we've got 2 1x2 plates in dark red that go on top of those 1x1s. Then we stick another 1x1 with a stud on the side next to that like this, and then on this stud down here we've got a 1x1 round tile with a can motif printed on it as well. Morning Carol, how are you? Managed to walk the dogs today. So that's that petrol pump starting there. Then we're going to put a 3-length tile onto these side studs to cover up that, and then on the front of this bracket here we're going to put some 1x2 grill tiles, metallic type, on the front of the petrol pump. Then we're going to stick a 1x1 with a stud on the side to level this off. Then we've got a downward facing bracket in dark red that goes on top on this side again, and on top of that we're going to stick a jumper tile. Then onto the top we're going to stick a 1x1 round plate into the jumper tile, and on the front here we're going to stick a lever, a cassette printed tile, and a 1x1 plate with a clip on it. Hey Brandon, welcome to the stream. So we'll stick the tape print tile on top, then the lever goes on the other stud here, and then the clip goes next to that. So that's the petrol pump. Then into the top we're going to stick a paddle piece. It's going to go in to the top of our 1x1 round there, and then onto that we're going to stick a 1x1 tile with a printed gauge on top. So it looks like this. Then we've got a hose for the actual pump itself, so one of these hoses. Into that we're going to stick a light bluish grey tap into one end, and we also need another black 1x1 clip that goes onto this side stud, and then we stick the pipe into the stud on the floor, clip it into there, and then this clips onto that front clip like that. And that's our petrol pump complete. So I put that to the side. We're going to build the car now. So first up we get a 4x6 black plate, and then underneath that we're going to attach our 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 2x14 plates underneath, going across like this, so a slight overhang in the middle. Then into each corner we're going to get some 1x2 Technic bricks with these holes in the middle. These are going to go into each corner, presumably so we can attach the wheels at some point, like this. Then we're going to get 4 2x2 plates in light bluish grey, and we're going to pair them up, stick 2 together, and they'll go in between the bricks we've just added in each corner. Also help connect the 2 plates together. And then either end we've got these Z-shaped bricks. We're going to add these to these 2x2s we've just added on the end. Then we get another 4 Z-shaped bricks. This time they go on the other side. Just like that. Then we've got an 8x8 plate and a 1x4 plate in black. We're going to add the 1x4 plate just at the front here, and this 8x8 is going to go right in the middle. Certainly is a wide car. Then we're going to get a 2x4 brick, a 2x4 plate and a red 1x4. We'll stick the pink 2x4 here, then the 2x4 brick, and then the 1x4 plate on top like this. Then we'll put that to the side, and we're going to build the front of the car with the grille and everything on. So we start with a 2x8 light bluish grey plate. We're going to stick some 1x2 round cornered plates on in pink. and we have a 1x6 plate in light bluish grey, and then a couple of these wedges, one there, need another one, where's the other one, probably right in front of me as usual, there it is. And then we're going to stick these into the corner like that. Then with that done, we're going to get some 1x1 1/3 bricks, studs on the side. They're going to go each end there. And then what we're going to do in the middle here is we're going to get 4 hot pink 1x1 plates. We're going to stick them in pairs. And on top of those, we're going to stick an Erling brick in light bluish grey. That goes just behind that brick. And that goes on just like that. No, Carol, I didn't get the modular construction one. I've got the stud gate train station, which we'll build in the stream as well. That's the only one I got in this round, this one and that one. A couple of cheese wedges now in pink and a couple of 1x1s with studs on the side. We also need some yellow, trans yellow 1x1 round plates. And we're going to stick those on each side here. Cheese wedge goes next to those lights facing inwards, and then our 1x1 studs on the side go on top of our trans yellow pieces like this. Then onto that Erling bricks in the middle, we're going to get again some 1x1 plates and some cheese wedges. Stick the cheese wedges on these 1x1 plates, and they're going to go into the Erling brick. Like this. Then in this middle section, we're going to get 4 more 1x1 1/3 with studs on the sides. 2, 3, 4. And they're going to run across the middle. The front here, all together like that. Then onto this, we're going to add some of these cutaway tiles here. Also going to add some metallic grill pieces here, slanted. Like that, without popping it out. So we've got the grill there on the front for the radiator, and then in the middle we're going to stick some 1x1 plates with clips on it, 2 of those next to each other, and then another cutaway tile after that. So we've got something like this now. Then we're going to add the headlights. They're going to go onto these. For that, we're going to get some 1x2 with the round ends. We're going to stick 2 trans clear 1x1 round tiles for the headlights on both of these. And they're going to go and connect on here on both sides. Not connected at the top, just on the front like this. Then onto the clips here, we've got these little tusks in metallic colour. We're going to stick 2 of those on, facing in opposite directions. Actually, probably easier said than done. It's a bit slippery. So they go on like that. Then we're going to flip it upside down, and on the bottom here, we're going to stick some 1x1s with some clips on. Along the bottom there, and into these now we're actually going to stick some pirate cutlasses swords you're going to clip in face outwards, which is another interesting piece usage there. So you've got these swords going on for like the metal bumper, and that done, bring this back in, and then this can clip on this 2x2 left over here. It's like the front of the car now forms. Next up, we're going to get 4 1x4 plates in pink. They're going to run along the edge of our 8x8 plate that we stuck on. Just like that. Then we're going to get a 1x6 tan plate that's going to run across here. A 1x4 light bluish grey plate goes on here, and then a 1x8 light bluish plate goes across on that bit. Coming back onto the tan one we've got here, we're going to stick a normal 1x2 brick in tan again. We're going to stick some 1x1 plates on as well, one each end. And then some 1x1s with studs on the side in tan next to this. So we end up with something like this. Then we've got some more trans yellow 1x1 round plates. One goes there. Another one next to it. And then on the ends we're going to stick some 1x1s with studs on the side in pink, facing inwards like this. Then along this edge we're going to stick another 1x1 stud on the side, then a 1x4, which is probably where the door is going to go, and then another 3 1x1s with studs on the side. Just along there like that. Onto that gap we're going to build the door up a little bit here, so we stick another 1x4 on here, then a 1x2 and a 1x1. And then we have a 1x1 with a handle on it. It's going to be the door handle itself, like this. Then we'll rotate around to the other side and we'll kind of repeat what we've just done. So we'll start with the 1x1 with a stud on the side, 1x4, and then 3 of the 1x1s with studs on the side. Going on like that. And same thing with the door again. So another 1x4, 1x2, 1x1. And then we have a 1x1 with a handle on for our door handle on that side. Then we're going to get 2 1x6 in pink and a couple of 1x8s as well. 1x8s are going to run along the edge here and on this side. And then the pink 1x6s is going to run across this middle section, across there. And to give us a bit of a bonnet, we've got one of these pieces and another 1x6. So that clips in, hopefully. So that way. And then a 1x6 goes just behind that. So that's the bonnet of the car going on, which is pretty cool. Then we've got 6 of these semicircle tiles. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a bit like the there was a gift with purchase that was a Lego Ideas little car that had this kind of detail on a few years back, was it last year? So it's going to run 6 of these across, give us that nice curved body parts, and then we'll do another 6 for the other side as well. 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Run these along. That's what the car's kind of looking like now. Then across here we're going to add a couple of 1x2 pink tiles and a couple of upward facing 1x1s with clips on. There's one. Where's the other one? Where's the other one? These are going to go across here, so 1x2s each end, and then our clips go in the middle. Onto those clips we've got some more tusk pieces. They're going to clip in. Into there like that. Interesting choice. And then we're going to add some more detail now to the dashboard here. So we've got a couple of these sloped pieces and a couple of cheese wedges. Yeah, it does actually brand. It does look a bit like the one from the downtown diner as well. Then we're just going to add these bits to the middle. Added a bit of detail into there. Hey, competent, welcome to the stream. Then we're going to add the steering wheel. We've got a grey steering wheel. We also have a printed tile like the radio, and then we're going to get a couple of 1x2 plates in like bluish grey, which we stick together, stick into our steering wheel. That's going to go in there, and then on these studs here we're going to stick our printed tile for like the radio and the details. Then at the back here we're going to get a couple of 1x6 tiles and also a 1x6 tan plate that's going to go across the back, the rear of the car. Then we get a 2x4 brick and a 1x4 plate. Plate goes on there. Brick goes on the back. Then we have another 1x4 plate, and we also get 6 of these tan curved bricks. These are going to run along the back to give us the rear seat by the look of it. And then a 1x4 goes across the middle there, so you can see the rear seat's got nice back now. Then across that we're going to stick a 1x2 tile in tan, and then some more of these curved bricks just to finish off the top. Then we'll put that to the side, and next up we're going to get some 1x3s and some 1x2 tiles, plates even, and we're going to stick them together to make a 1x5, 2 lots like this. Then we'll stick another 1x3 in the middle, and we'll do some more curved bricks going on here, and a 1x1 tile in the middle. Then into that we're going to stick a couple of 1x2 jumper tiles across the bottom here, so you have a slight overhang at the foot. And then we have some white hinge pieces going to go into the bottom of that. Into that we're going to stick the actually other side of the hinge into those. That's then going to go here. I think it's going to go about there. It's a little bit tricky to see from the instructions, but I think it goes about there, and it has a slight angle back on the seat there like that. Then we're going to flip the car over. We're going to get a couple of, or 4 1x2 plates in that bluish grey. Just stick these in each of these corners here. And then running along here, we're going to get these inverted curved pieces here. So we've got 8 of these. They're going to run along the bottom here. This one didn't want to go in. Do the same for the other side as well. So that just goes into the bottom there like that, curves that round, and that's the end of bag 1. We've got some spare pieces left over, but I've totally angled that too far back. But that's the end of bag 1. So we've got the petrol pump, and we've got most of the car. So bag 2, then we're going to finish the car off. We've got 2 minifigures in this one, and we're going to start the base of the actual dyno itself. There's 3 sets of bags in here, and we also need some oversized parts as well. So we've got some 2x16s and some 6x12s, I think, in dark bluish grey. Spread out here, quite a few parts in this one. So I think we're going to do the rear of the car to start with. So I'll just put that to the side. Then we'll start with a 2x8 light bluish grey. I'm going to flip that over. In the middle we'll stick a 2x2 plate as well. And then either side of that we'll have some upward facing bracket pieces. Just goes either side of our plate. We also have some inverted curved pieces and some 1x1 plates as well. They're going to run along the edge here on both sides. So we've got that look sort of going on now. Then across the top here we're going to stick a white 2x4 plate just on top of the grey one. And then onto that we need a couple of 1x4s in black, stuck on top of each other. And then we have some inverted sloped red pieces that go on top. Like this. Then we're going to stick 2 white 1x6s just in front of that, on top of each other. Then a 1x1 is going to go on each end plate. Like that, and then next to it a 1x1 brick with studs on the side in white as well, just behind that plate, stud facing outwards. Then across this front we're going to get a 1x1 1/3 with studs on the side. They both go each end. Then in the middle here we're going to get a 1x4 with studs on the side in white, and a 1x2 with studs on the side in white as well, if I can find it. It's over there. Must be over here. Where are you? Definitely says a 1x2. 1x2 with studs on the side. And I can't see it. Oh, there it is. It's hiding underneath the tile. So that goes on just on there. So we've got full studs across here. Next up we're going to get a 2x4. That's going to stick in the middle. And then a 1x4 light bluish grey just goes on underneath like this. Then across here we're going to add the rear lights. So the rear lights are these 1x2 round ends again. One on that side, one on this side. Then we've got some trans red cheese wedges that go on underneath, which I probably should have done first. Those in there, same on the other side. Then we've got some 1x1 rounds, red, trans red ones go on there. And then on the top we're going to get some trans red cone pieces. He's going to do the, oh no, I dropped it. These are going to do the rear lights like that. Then in the middle here we're going to stick a 2x2 jumper tile in the middle, and then we've got some white 2x2 curved pieces that go either side. There's one, where's the other one? And then on the bumper down here we've got some curved pieces in light bluish grey. Just going to go either side there and on that side. In the middle there we're going to stick another printed round tile with a can on, which is going to go in the middle. So I'm trying to get this it goes in the middle, and then here on the bottom on the bumper we're going to stick a printed white tile with the US flag on it, like that. If we bring back in our car, then this is going to attach to the rear like that. So it's a pretty large car here, quite a few studs long. Then we've got one of these 1x12 plates and a 1x1. I'm going to add them to this side here just to connect that boot to the main body. Do the same on the other side. Like that. So I'm not sure yet if I like this car. Then on top here we're going to stick some 1x1 with clips, go either side here. And also a 1x4 pink tile. Just repeat that on the other side. There we go. Then we're going to add the windscreen. So we've got a trans black piece here. It's going to fit in these studs at the front. And then either side of that, we've got these cups here, which is a nice piece usage here. It's going to be the wing mirrors. So we're going to clip those into our clips. That's nice use of parts, that. And then you can see the wing mirrors now, like the mugs. That's quite cool. Then we're going to add some white plates now to this back section. So you stick some 1x4 plates in first. Then we have a 2x8 that goes across. Oh, just pulled it off. Goes across the middle here, and then a couple of 1x2s just to finish off the gap. Then we're going to add some wedge pieces here, these two, and a couple of 1x3 plates. Wedges are going to go one stud off the white here, then our 1x3s just go to the ends. Then we have a 1x4 tile in white and also a 2x4 plate, and then a couple of 1x1 plates. And what we do next is stick this 2x4 here, 1x tile goes in there, and our plates just fill in this gap either side there. We then get a white roof piece that's going to go across the back there to form the boot. Then we're going to put some tiles on here. So we've got these sloped cutaway tiles. Should have two of those. We have a couple of 1x2 jumpers in white, and also just some regular 1x2 tiles, and we're going to run these across here. So cutaways go on first, just on the ends. Then we've got our regular 1x2 tiles, and then the jumper goes on next. Yeah, I'm still working on the car, peeps. And we'll do the base of the diner in a sec. Just got to finish this car off. So then we're going to add some 1x4 tiles there in white overhangs, and we've got some more levers go onto these jumpers. And then we put the rear screen on. It's going to go in like that. So far we've got this. We're going to do the roof now, so just going to put the car to the side. For the roof we get a 2x4 plate, stick in another one of these roof elements, and stick another one on the other side, so quite simple. And that's the roof. Now we're just going to connect that to the hopefully connect it now to this. Does this work like that? So I think that's it. So there's the roof, got a bit of overhang at the front. It goes all the way around like that. Then we're going to add the pins into the wheel arches here for the tyres, the wheels to go on. So Technic pins with the cross connection just going in. Then our wheels. So our wheels are going to be these white hubcaps, 4 of course, and 4 tyres. push these on. There we go, and then just going to stick these onto the car like this. Still not done yet though, so we've got to put some details. You see these studs are still on here, so we're going to add some more details here. So at the back we stick a white 1x6 across, and then another one of these just to cover up the tyre a bit, and at the front 1x6 tile and a 1/4 tile goes on there. And then we're just going to do the same on the other side. Yep, that's it, that's the end of the car. Not too sure about it, if I'm honest. It's okay, but what do you reckon? Do you think it's any good? It's okay. I think it's a bit blocky maybe. Runs alright. We've got the petrol pump and the car done. So now we've done that, we can turn our attention to the dyno itself. Start building the base. We've got some minifigures first up though, so let's get the minifigures done. We've got two minifigures. So we've got a man and a woman. So the man's got some black legs. He's got this grey jacket on, the red top. He's got a printed expression. Only on one side, so he's got sunglasses with a smirk, and he's got some black hair. He's also holding a cup like that. So there's our first character. And then our lady has got sand green legs. She's got this lilac top on. She's got two facial expressions, smiling there with sunglasses and one without. I'll put sunglasses on. And then black hair again. She's also carrying a glass, but she's also carrying a printed waffle tile in her hand as well. So she's enjoying some food from the diner. So there's our first two minifigures from the set. Let's put them out of the way. And now we've got to start the base for the actual diner itself. So to start off with, dark bluish grey, we've got cool, Carol, enjoy the walk. Get a 2x8, and then we're going to stick a 1x1 in the corner, and then a 1x6 tile goes across there like this. Then we get 3 2x8s. We also get a 2x4 and a 1x8 tile. 1x8 tile comes across from what we've just built. Then we add another 2x8 or 2x4, and a couple more 2x8s go on. Then in the corner again we stick a 1x1 plate, and a 1x6 tile goes on like that. Then we're going to add some more plates in here, so we've got another 2x8, 1x8, a couple of 2x3s and a couple of 1x3 plates. I'm going to run the 1x8 plate right across, then our 2x8 goes on, then our 1x3 over each side here, and then finish off with our 2x3. Maybe this is the staircase into the diner, because then we're going to stick another 1x6 tile. Going to stick some 1x1 plates on again, then some 1x4 tiles, and then a couple of 1x1s going on at the end there like that. Then we're going to add in a 2x6, and then we've got a couple of 2x2 plates we're going to stick on here as well. Again, just looks like we're building staircase. Then at the back here we've got these couple of 1x2 medium nugget. I'm going to stick them on top of each other and add them to the ends just down there. Then in here we're going to stick another 1x6 across here, and then a couple of modified 1x4s with 2 studs sticking up as well. From that we're going to get a 2x8 brick, and we're also going to get one of these 2x16s. We're going to add this into the gap so it's not connected, and then we're going to add our 2x16 to it to connect it. Then we get our other 2x16, going to stick that on the other side. And then we get some red 2x4 bricks, and I think we stick them just about there. It's hard to say from the instructions. I think it's about there. Might need to move them if they're not quite right. And then we get some more 2x8s. Stick them there. And another one goes in there. Then we get 4, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 4 1x12s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. So with one stud we connect each of these. Just couldn't tell from the instructions how many studs go under here, so it's one stud. Meet up with this. Then onto that we're going to add these 4x12 plates. It's going to go either side like this and like this. Then we get 6 2x8s in black, and we're going to add these now into these gaps here. So 2 at the front, not 2 at the front, my bad, take that out. It's just in these gaps. Just like that. The floors going on, and then we add one of these larger plates on top of that. And on this edge here we're going to add curved plates, a series of 2x3 plates, and then one more. So you kind of see the floor space of this diner. It's not going to be huge, it's going to be that, and the same on the other side now. So just squeeze this other side in. Then we'll do the same on this side. And with that done, we're going to flip it over, and then we're going to run 8 of these masonry bricks in medium nugget. 4, 6, 7, 8, and a 1x2. And they're going to run now across here, down the edge. So one in other side here. Run these across both sides. And down this side we're going to run a 1x4, a 1x2 and another 1x4. One way around. Got the masonry brick facing outwards. Looks like it's standing on bricks. And then we're going to get some more now. We do completely round the whole base of the diner now. And these run right across the back. So 1x2 goes in the middle here, and then these go right away round. So there we go, got bricks all the way around now. And there's our base for the diner. So that's the end of bag 2. So bag 3, we've got lots of tiling to do on this floor now. So we've got obviously lots of black and white check colours for the kitchen to go in, by the look of it. So let's open bag 3. Lots of tiles to do. Not sure if this bag's going to be very fun. So to start off with, then we're going to actually start with a 2x4 plate. That's going to go over this side, probably where the jukebox is going to go, I think. And then we're going to start tiling around here. So white tile, black plate, and we've got a quarter tile somewhere. That's not it. Where is it? Lots of tiles in front of me. Actually, it's purple, I think. We actually have a purple tile, weirdly, goes in there. And then we put another plate, another white plate next to that. And then a black tile. Then we've just got some tiles to put in. Then we're going to tile in the front here. So these are just, there's no plates on this bit. Then we're going to add another plate. So we've got another 2x4 plate goes in here. We're going to add a little bit of tiling next to that. Just that. And then we're going to get a 1x2 plate. This is probably where the counter's going to be for the diner. And this 1x12 plate, 14 plate runs across. There is some tension in the build. You can see it doesn't sit very well. And then in the front here we're going to do another series of 3x3 checkered. So put that in there, and in the back here we're going to do a 3x4 tiling as well. So we'll go 4 out. And then we're going to do a bit more in the front here. This time we've got some more plates to go in, I suppose, so we can stick some stools and stuff in front of the counter. Just some straight tiling first though, across the front. Then we have a black plate and a white plate next to each other. And again, like that. And then we just use tiles everything behind. Then we're going to stick 3x4s at the back here. They're sort of Brandon, they're sort of diners in the UK, more kind of themed to be like US. We call sort of ours more like cafes. So just add in these across the back. And again around the front we're going to have some more plates shortly. Then we have a row here of tiles, and then next to that let's stick our plates. There's a black plate in there, then a white plate, another black plate and another white plate. Then we've got some tiles again. Then we do the back again, behind the counter. So another 4 3x4 to go on here. No studs in the back, which might be interesting if we've got anybody that needs to stand behind the counter, if they can stand up or not. Do one more row of tiles here at the back. Ooh, need a white one. There we go. And just doing this section here, we're going to tile the front again, so white, black, white, black. Then we've got some plates, a white one and a black one. We stick a tile in between here, and then these 4 again are going to be white and black plates. just like that. Then we're going to come around this side now. Just going to tile most of this, so we need to go black, white, black. White. Then we have a black plate goes on, and then a white tile. And black and white. Then we're just going to fill in this gap all with tiles. That. Then we're filling this square over here, so again we've got some plates going on just for the other stall, I guess, and then the rest is now going to be tiled. Nearly there. We're running out of tiles, so I think we're nearly there. And that one in there. We've got a little bit more to do. You can go right to the edge here. So we've got a white and a black tile. Then we're going to do a white plate in the corner here, and then we've got a quarter black tile goes on there. We'll then have a white 1x1 plate and a black plate. Then we've got a white tile, black tile, white tile. We're also going to stick a black plate in the middle here, and then that last bit is just going to be tile. And I think to finish this off, we're just going to tile this section around here now. Again, we do have some plates on this one. Start with a white tile, then we have a black plate and a white plate. My tiling is not straight here. Then we finish with the black tile on the corner. Then we'll run along here just with some tiles, white, black, white, black. We then have a series of plates here as well, so we've got four. We go 4 long here by 2. Then we just add the tiling in this last bit. I think this is going to be it. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's it. So that's the end of bag 3. So we've managed to tile all of the kitchen diner floor kind of thing. What we're going to do next in bag 4 is actually build the walls that are going to go around the back of the diner. Start to anyway. So let's crack open bag 4. Red, white and grey are the colours of choice here. And to start us off, we're going to get a couple of windows. We do need some window inserts as well. And we need some red macaroni bricks, and we need a couple of grey plates. The window inserts are trans blue by the look of it. Doesn't look like trans blue in the instructions, but insert those into the window. And then what we do is 2 macaronis go on top of each other, and they're going to go in the corner here next to our lilac tile. Then we have a window, then 2 panels go in, and then we have another window that goes in. It's a bit tricky because there's an overlap here, so when you're pressing down it does feel like it might pop out, but that's kind of what it looks like in that corner. Then along the back here we're going to need 4 1x4s in red and a 1x2, and so we put a 1x2, and then we've got 3 1x4s, 2 there, and then 2 on the next level up, like that. Then we need another 3 1x4s, and we've got a 1x3 as well. So we just continue the 1x4s along, then we stick a 1x4 on top, and then a 1x3 on top of that. Then we've got 2 1x4s with studs on the side and 2 regular red bricks. We're going to add those 1x4 regular ones down here, and then our ones with the studs on the side go on top like that. Then we need a 1x4 plate. We've got another 1x2 with studs on the side and a 1x1 in red. So we finish off here with a 1x2 with studs on the side and a 1x1. And then with that in place, we're going to stick our 1x4 plate on the side studs here, overhanging by 1 stud next to it. Then we'll do the other corner. So we've got the 2 macaroni bricks, we've got 2 windows again with the inserts, and we also need some 2 red panels this time. So stick the macaronis in to give us the round ends. Then we have a window, then our 2 red panels, and then a window again. Just goes on there, so it looks like that on the outside, that on the inside. Then we've got a white macaroni brick that's going to go on this corner, and next to it we get a 1x1 plate with a clip. Stick that next to it. Then after that we're going to add some plates. We've got a 2x3 plate goes on, then a 1x2, then we've got some very long ones go on, then we do another white macaroni at this end. We have a 1x3 plate and also a 1x1 with a handle on. It goes on these panels we stuck on earlier, just like that. Then we get 4 more grey panel pieces. They're going to run along the back here next to each other. That. We then have a 1x1 with 2 studs on either side here, and a regular 1x1 brick with no studs. We need 2 1x3 plates and a 2x3. We sit the 1x3 plates on top of the 2x3 to make a step like this, and then we stick the 1x1s together, the ones on the studs at the top, and that goes on next. Then we put our plates on. Then we've got 5 1x1s with studs on the side, just on one side this time. These go on next. Three, 4 and 5, like that. Then we repeat what we did earlier really on the other side, so we get 3 grey panels. We get a 1x1 with studs on either side and a normal one. Stick them together. Stick our 3 panels across here first. Then we'll stick our 1x1 like that. Then in this gap here, we're going to stick a mailbox piece, if you like. That's going to go on, sitting like that. And then across this gap here, to level it off, we've got some 1x2s with grooves on. We've got 4 of these, and they'll be going on with the groove running downwards. Perhaps this is the back of the cooker. Just going across here with these grooves facing downwards. Into these holes here, we're going to stick now 5 Technic claws in grey colour. So those have gone in now, those claws there. Then over on this side, we're going to get a 1x1 handle piece and also a 1x3 plate. Just going to stick that on these panels on this side. Then we get some large white windows. Stick the inserts into those. They'll go on top of the red windows on this end, just like that. Then in the middle, we're going to add another set of panels on top, and then we'll join those together with a 1x4 plate as well. Then we get a 1x4 white plate, stick that on top, and then we'll stick a 1x6 plate across to link the windows and the panels up. So it looks like this now on that end. Get another couple of white macaroni bricks to stick on the corner here. There's one, where's the other one? Missing one. Is it right in front of me and I can't see it? Still in the bag. Still in the bag. So that just goes on the end there to level off. Then we're going to run a series of panels now across here. So we've got a 1x4, 1x8 downward facing bracket and 2 upward facing brackets. Start with a 1x4 plate, then we have a downward facing bracket, then a 1x8 plate, then our 2 upward facing brackets go on like that across the back. We're going to continue down here, and what we're going to do is we're going to put some downward facing larger brackets now, 4 of them, onto these, 5 of them actually, onto these panels. So it looks like this. Then we're going to run a series of plates now across the top of this. Add another layer there. Then we're going to do the same again. We've got one of these as well, so we're going to put that on there to level that off, and then these will run along there like that. So that's the end of bag 4. So we've got the back kind of going. Number 5 now, bag number 5, got quite a lot to do in bag 5. We're going to do the wall this side. Don't think we're adding any more to this side in terms of height, but we will be adding the jukebox, the actual diner details inside as well behind the counter. So we've got some teal coming through on this one now as well, which again is a little nod to the diner modular building. Right, so first up we're going to add sort of a record corner over in this side here. So for that we're going to get two of these printed gold record pieces. We have a picture of a grumpy looking man. We also have a newspaper, I think, newspaper tile, a normal white newspaper tile, and we have a tape printed tile as well. So these are going to go along the back for like news stories. So a newspaper goes on first, then our grumpy man goes in, then another newspaper, then underneath we're going to stick some these gold records next to each other, and then we've got our tape goes on next. So that's what's happening in that corner. Moving along from that, we've got some more printed tiles. So we have a USA flag again. We have an envelope, classic letter, printed tile. We have I think that's just a grill piece, silver grill piece, and it should have a treasure map. Should have a treasure map. Can't see a treasure map. Inside there, classic treasure map. So just continuing along here, then the letter goes at the top, then our map goes on, then we have our US flag underneath, then we have a grill piece, goes on like that. Next up we're going to sort of build out this shelf area. So in the shelf we're going to have 2 coffee mugs, 1, 2, we have a larger mug. First we have a gold 1x1 round brick, and we also have a tap. So we're going to add that to this section here. So the gold piece goes in the middle, then we have a white mug next to that, and we have our tap goes next to that. Then our coffee cups are going to hang underneath, just like that. Then we're going to add, we've got a gold bullion piece, we have a $100 bill, Lego money of course, and we have a I love HLC, I'm not really sure what that is, so we put the dollar bill above there. Not sure what the HLC is. Anybody know what the HLC is? Heart Lake City, I guess, actually, thinking about it. Just put in the trying to. Probably should have put the gold bullion on first because it needs to go on top of the tap. Yeah, there we go. So we've just added some of that detail. Then we're going to add some pots and pans to our Technic clips or claws that we stuck in earlier. So we have a set of knives, we've got a black saucepan somewhere. There it is, frying pan. And we also have a grey pan as well. Grey pan goes on first. Then our black pan goes on next, upwards, and then just need to snap one of these knives off. It goes on next, upwards. Just added our pans on there. Then we're going to get a green bottle, and we're going to stick a 1x1 round, I think it's olive colour, yeah, that goes into the bottom of it, or the top of it like that. It's going to go upside down in our next technique clip. So it looks like this. And then we do the same, but with a black trans clear one. And this time we stick our white 1x1 rounds tile in it. Was it a lilac? It's a lilac one actually. That goes next to that. Not really sure what they could be. There we go. Kitchen's coming together. Then we're going to start building out a bit of the counter area. So we get 3 dark bluish grey, I think, 1x1 round bricks, and we're going to stick these just in there like that. Then we're going to add our teal colours, so we've got a 1x4 brick that's going to run in front of those. Then we're going to put some plates down, so 3 1x2 teal plates and a 1x8. Stick 2 1x2s in first, and our 1x8, and then a 1x2 goes on the end there. Then on these 1x1 rounds we're going to stick a tile 1x1 round, dark bluish grey, that goes on, not that one, the other one. It goes on our 1x1 round bricks that we stuck on. Bins or something they've gone in there. Then for the front of our counter we've got these groove bricks in again, so we've got 7 of these in grey. They're going to go groove down, facing downwards, and they just go on top of our teal plates. 4, 5, 6 and 7, and then we finish off at the end with a 1x1 teal brick. So there's our counter coming together. Then across all of those bricks we're going to add a bar, of course, to hold on to. So we have these 1x2 handle bricks plates, so 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those just go directly onto these groove bricks. Then we're going to add some more teal onto that, so we get this curved brick that's going to go on the end of our bar to give it a curved look. Then we're going to run a 1x8 plate across there in teal, then another 1x2, a couple of those. Then we have another curved brick somewhere. No, we don't. We have a 1x4 curved brick that's going to go in down to that end. So you can see that curves the end of the serving bar as well. Then right across here we're going to run these metallic grill pieces, give us the top of our counter. So we've got 7 of these running across. the back we're going to put a 2x3 plate. Like that. There's our countertop. Then onto that we're going to make like a little griddle piece here. So we're going to stick a 1x2 metallic plate, and then onto that we're going to stick 4 1x1 round black tiles. It's going on there like that. And then some more detail here now. So we have another metallic grill piece. We have a double cheese wedge in white. We have a green ice cream piece, and we have another gold record. So our grill piece goes on here again like we did on the other side. The white cheese wedge goes on top of this, and then our gold record goes onto this bracket here. Our ice cream is going to go into our little oveny thing there, but I didn't put that in properly. Come back out. Need to try and put it in right way up. So that's in there now. So we're looking like that. Then we're going to stick another frying pan somewhere. Where's our frying pan? So we've got a frying pan there, which will have a burger in it, frying away, and also we'll have a trans clear door to go onto our on-screen fridge. Now it says here, of course, that this frying pan needs to go on top of the hob, but of course it can't fit onto the hob, so it's going to be loose. So I won't put it on yet, but that's kind of the back of it. And because I haven't used studs here, they've used tiles, we can't attach the actual frying pan to the cooker, which is I don't think very good, to be honest. Might be worth swapping it out. In fact, I am going to swap it out. Probably want a 1x1 round black piece, which I think I've got on a spare here. No. What I'll do is instead I'll use a 1x1 plate. Just put that on there just so it can stick properly. So you've got the burger frying in there now. Then we're going to add some detail across this little shelf over in the corner, and that's going to have a gold micro figure on it. We're also going to have a microphone, a bit of karaoke going on. Then have a 1x1 plate and a 1x1 plate with a clip on it as well. Stick these together and go on to our shelf. Microphone clips into the clip we've already got in the wall, and then our gold micro figure goes on next. So there's that area building out there. Into that we're also going to add, we have a guitar somewhere, and we have a trophy as well. So the trophy is going to go onto the shelf, and our guitar goes into our clip there as well. So we've got a bit of a music corner. And I'm going to put this to the side. It looks like a little light we're going to make now. So we start with one of these dome areas. Then it says a full length bar, which we've got here. That goes in. Then into the top of that we're going to stick one of these clip pieces, and then we'll stick a trans yellow cone into the top of that. It gives us a little light like this. It's going to go into the corner, hopefully. There's our little corner light gone in. Now we're going to do the jukebox, so let's put that to the side. Jukebox is going to be dark red, so we start with a 2x4 plate. We're going to stick 1x1 round bricks at the back. Then we stick 2 Erling bricks facing outwards in front of that. Then we're going to stick 2 2x4 plates in the middle. And here. Then we have an upward facing bracket. We've got some light bluish grey 1x1 rounds then that go on. And then we have 2 Erling bricks on top of each other like that. And we also need a 1x2 red plate to level that off. And then with that level we can stick a 2x2 light bluish grey plate on top, and then stick one of these 2x2 rounds with a stud in the middle to make it look like a record, I guess. Onto that we're going to stick this trans blue sloped brick, make it look like glass on top of the record, and then we'll cover that up with these curved bricks, 2 on each side. Like this, and then on the top we're going to stick some grill pieces like that. On the front we've got a little control printed tile, and then down these Erling brick studs we're going to stick these trans yellow lights, 1x1 round tiles on both sides. So there's our little jukebox. Now that stud, we bring this back in, that's going to go on this 2x4 over here. So I'm just going to stick that in there like that. There's our jukebox. Interestingly, there's some stickers. I'm pretty sure I didn't get any stickers in the box. So there are supposed to be some stickers, but I don't have any. So I'm going to have to probably write to Lego unless they're in the box and I didn't notice them. So what we'd normally do is we'd stick a sticker on here that says tips welcome, advice is not. And you clip this to a blue plate and that sticks onto the diner there, and it would have it written there by the burger thing. If we find the stickers we'll come back and stick these back on, but I didn't see a sticker sheet in there. Now we're going to do 4 stools. So our stools start with 2x2 round tile with a stud on. We're going to stick some metallic cones onto these. And on top of that we're going to then stick, we've got 2x2 plates, round ones. We're going to stick some tiles onto those and stick them on there. So that's our stools. Okay, it probably would have been nice to be able to have a stud on here so the minifigures would sit on the stools properly. I suppose it looks better without studs. So there's our 4 stools, and they're going to go onto our plates that we stuck on the floor. So there we go, there's our diner taking shape. Now what we're going to do is we're going to just add 2 more macaroni bricks to this corner here. Build out this side so we get 2 of the larger windows again with the inserts. They're going to go on this side as well. Then in the middle we're going to get 2 panel pieces. We'll stick these together with some 1x4 plates. Another 1x4 plate on top, and then that slots into our gap on this side. So it's looking like that to finish off that side wall, and then we're going to add our plates again. So we've got our curved plate there and a 1x6 white plate to finish this off. That's the end of bag number 5. So we've now got the detail of the diner at the back, the counter, and we've put the walls on the side. Next up, bag 6. Bag 6 is going to be filling in this front wall here, front area, and also coming out here. Looks like we've got more black and white tiling to go across and into the steps outside. I'm also going to build something on the outside by the look of it. There's some mini figures as well in here. So it might be a chef we might be making here by the look of it. Just going to stand behind the diner. Again, there's no studs behind the counter, so it's going to have a job to stand up. So bring this back in, then we're going to do some more black and white tiling down here. We're going to have another lavender quarter tile. And then we'll start with a 1x1 white plate there, then a black tile, and a black tile. Then we've got another white plate goes in the corner there, and then we do some more tiling. Again, going 4 out. Chucking tiles on the floor. Come right across this way. Black tile there, and that's that bit done. Again, let's just try to do them sort of straight. Then we do another series of 3x4. Like that. And do the same again. We will have another plate to go in the middle of this bit here. Then a white plate goes in the middle. But the rest are now all tiles. usually quite like tiling the floor, but I think these 1x1 tiles get a bit boring. It's a bit like Lego art, I think. Then we'll add some more tiles, of course. Nearly there. Just got to get to the corner. And black, and then hopefully the last bit, just in this corner bit, just tiled right up to the end now, so don't need to do any more plates. And we have a black quarter tile just to finish us off over this side. There we go. So that's the floor all tiled now. Wasn't too bad. And then we're going to tile this bit out the front still, so there's still some tiling to do. But we're going to stick 1x4 white plate here on the stairs, and then we're going to come and tile out here. And then we're going to come out this way as well to fill up this gap. These are all going to be tiles, there's not going to be any plates in this section. Black, white, and then to finish this off, and a white one. There we go. So that's all the tiling done now. Hey, we're going to do another lamp. So again, a dome here. Going to stick a 1x1 round this time onto the dome. Then a 4-length rod goes in there. This time though we've got two lights coming off it, so we get two of these arms and stick a cone into the bottom. That's one, there's two, and then we're going to stick these to the top to make a dual lamp this time, and that's going to go in the other corner of the diner. Okay, if I can line it up properly, there it goes. It's gone in on that side now. Then we're going to put a little sort of bar kind of thing going across. So we get a teal 1x4, add a curved piece into that, and stick a 1x1 round brick into the end. That then just goes in front of that light, like that. Then we get two large grey domes, stick those on the plates we've stuck in. Two of those like that. And then we're going to make sort of like a little counter, so we get a 2x3 tile. We're going to stick 2x2 teal plate, 2 of those in, so we get a 1 overlap there of studs. Stick a 1x2 white plate. Then onto that we're going to put a trans blue and a trans clear 1x1 round, and then we'll stick a can printed tile on top of those. We've got 2 cans of drink there. Back in, it's like a table over here, so that was like a bench behind. So you've got a little table with some drinks on. Then we'll do another bench on this side. Same method. So if diners do want to sit at a table, they can sit at a booth over there like that. And we'll stick a printed tile with a menu on it. Again, we haven't got a stud there, so it's just sitting there, which again is a bit annoying. Not sure what. Every time we do Bricklink Designer programs, they don't like to stick things with studs. So there's a menu that's sit on there, which is now going to fly everywhere. Meanwhile, we're going to make the chef. Chef has got he's actually got some stains on these trousers, if you can see there. He's got a light bluish grey. He's got a regular white torso, a standard sort of grey beard, smiley face of a chef, and he's got a chef's hat on top. He's going to be holding a hot dog. We've got a bun there with a hot dog to go in one hand, and in the other hand he's got a knife. So he's holding his knife in the other hand. He's supposed to be positioned behind the counter here. Again, hopefully he'll stand up. There goes the menu. But there he is behind the counter. He's not stuck with any studs again. Then we're going to do like maybe another light type thing. So we get one of these bases this time. We get a 1x1 round with a hole again. Stick that in the top and a full length rod. This time we're going to stick 3 Technic claws into the top of the pole, coming off in various directions. So close, I think you put your jacket on there, and that's just going to stick. Stick on the floor there, so you can hang your coat up. I think that's a coat hanger anyway. Then we're going to start building the front wall now. So we've got a macaroni in red. We've got some 1x4s with studs on the side, 1x2 with studs on the side, and another 1x4. This comes across the front. On the other side, do something similar. So macaroni in red, 1x4, a 1x2. Then we're going to build this extra thing that's going outside. So we start with a 1x4 plate, stick 2 inverted 2x2 slopes black pieces on. Then we stick some 2x3 plates on top of that, like this. And then at the back we're going to stick 2 1x4 plates in red on top of each other. And that's going to sit on the front part there, sticking outside of the diner. Welcome back, Carol. Hope the dog walk was good. Not too wet outside. Then we're going to add another row of bricks on this side, so another macaroni goes on. Then we just have a regular 1x4 brick. Then we have a 1x2 brick with studs on the side, and a 1x4 with studs on the side. And of course we do the other side. So 1x4, 1x2 with studs on the side, another 1x4, and a macaroni. So front's building up. Then we get 3 white macaronis, stick them together. These go on this side. Then we get a plate here, and we run that across the front section And on the other side we get a 1x3 plate, then we get a 2x6, and a 1x1 runs in there, and then again we get 3 macaronis in white, stack them on top of each other, and that goes on this corner. So I think that's the end of this bag. So we've got a clothes rack, we've got all the tiling in now, got a little bench there for people to eat at, and we've got the chef in the background and a menu that's flying around loose somewhere in there. Next up, bag 7, we're going to finish the front wall with the entranceway as well, and I think there's going to be a menu appearing on this black section that we've added to the front as well. Hopefully I'll find a sticker sheet at some point. So let's open bag 7. So it should be finished today with this whole set, which is nice. And then you can join us next week for our next stream, which we're going to... No, Brandon, I've not found the sticker sheet yet. I'll have another look in the bottom of the bag. There's still a few bags, bottom of the box, sorry, there's a few bags in there, so maybe I missed it at the bottom. It's weird that I didn't see it. Yeah, next week I think we're doing Lord of the Rings build, which is the Tower of Orthanc, which is an old set that came out years ago that I've purchased on eBay, and I think we'll build that. So I've been wanting to build that for a while. Again, I'll put it up on the channel afterwards. So we've got some 1x1. We've also got another minifigure in here by the look of it at some point. So lots of 1x1s with 2 studs on, which I think is what we need, and a regular 1x1, which I can't see. Where's the regular 1x1? Bag 7? Is that it? Oh, there is another bag 7. So regular 1x1 and some 1x1s with studs on the side. So the bar, one with the 1x1 and the bar goes on near the door. Leave a 2 stud gap in each of these, and run these along the front, probably between the windows. Just going across here. Then we need 4, this time with 2 studs on. These go on top of each of these that we've just added. So yeah, they're all on top, and then we're going to put some 3 windows, small windows with the blue inserts. These are going to go now in between of those bricks that we just added. That's what the front's looking like. Then onto these studs we're going to put these kind of white semicircle tiles on at the top. So I just added those across there. Then we're going to add a 1x8 with a slider on and a 1x2 with a slider on, plates above the window. That running across, and then another plate across the top, 1x10. Just added that across. Then we're going to add one of our curved plates here for the macaroni to connect to the main body, and then a 1x6 plate in whites just to continue around that side. Ooh, around that side. Then we've got a teal 1x6 tile that's going on the inside here of this sort of shelf. And then again we're going to do a 1x1 with a bar facing inwards again. And we want a couple of 1x1s with one stud and some regular 1x1 bricks. Regular ones in, 2 stud gap. And that goes on there. Try not to hit the hat stand in the back. Then we've got 3 more 1x1s with 2 studs on. They're just going to go across here again. Oh no, my Technic clips come off. Fix that. Then we've got 3 windows again. Smaller windows with the blue inserts. Stick all these in. That's what the other side's looking like now. Then we'll do the same with the 4 sort of semicircle tiles. You're going to go at the top between each window again. Along like this. Then we'll put our 1x2 with a slider on. If I can find it, where is it? There's a 1x8 with a slider. Also need a 1x10 and there's our 1x2. There it is. So let's stick our 1x2 slider on, 1x8 slider, and a 1x10 plate. Going right across. Then we can put our macaroni plate across here and a 1x6 plate somewhere. What's the front? That's how that's looking now at the front. We've also, in these bars here, we're going to stick well, in one of them anyway, we're going to stick a light. So a trans yellow cone goes on top of there. Do the same for the other side as well. And also at the front we're going to get a dark red 1x6, and we've got this pale blue 2x3s, and we're going to stick the dark red on the top and then this pale blue colour underneath. Like that. Unusual colour choice. Do the same on the other side here as well. And then over here we're going to stick a 1x4 one. Couple more blue ones. Not sure about this colour scheme. This blue colour, I don't know if it works very well. Then we're going to come out now and do this sort of entrance way, and for that we're going to get some trans blue panel pieces. We're going to go on, and we'll stick a 1x2 white plate on top of one. Then just put that to the side. We get another 2 here, and we get a 1x3 and a 1x1 with a clip on. Stick that on first, then our 1x3, and our other panel. Then on top we do the same again, so a 1x1 with a clip and a 1x3. There's 1x3. So it's a 1x1. It's a 1x1 actually, and then a hinge. We'll stick on there. Then we stick another series of trans blue panels. Then on top here we're going to stick a 1x4 plate in white, sorry not plate, tile in white. And on this handle here we're going to stick a 6th length bar. Going to be the front door essentially, so we're going to stick the hinge here on that, so it's going to be a front door that we can open. Then we stick another 2 trans blue panels on the side to build up this side of the entranceway. Then we have a 1x4 and a 1x1 plate that goes on top. Then on the other side do the same thing, so stick some blue panel pieces, open this door up a bit, 2 panels and a 1x4 white plate. Another couple of panel pieces. Then a 1x4 plate again, and a 1x1 plate on top. So we've got something like this now in the doorway. Then we're going to cover the doorway with a bit of a roof and also add some more plates across here, so a really long plate to fill in the gap there. Then we'll stick a 1x6 tile in white on. Then we have a 1x6 dark red plate, and then a 4x6 goes on the front to give us an overhang for the door. Then we're going to add 5 1x4 dark red tiles just across the middle section. 3, 4, 5. And then we get these curved pieces, and we're going to insert a little trans yellow piece to give us a little light, and that goes around the sides there. We also have a 1x2 one as well, which is just going to go on the end with a light again. Do that on both sides. There's the front entranceway, and then down on the stairs here we've got some studs which are on the steps. We're going to stick some 1x1 round yellow tiles to make it look like there's lights on the steps. It's got these little lights coming down the steps. Then we're going to build this menu thing out on the side, so we stick a 1x2 brick in the middle, and either side we put some black telescope pieces. They look like this. Then we add another 1x2 black on top of the other one, and we're going to add some 1x1 round plates onto the top of the telescopes. Then we've got some black 1x1 round bricks, which is going to go at the front, and onto those we're going to add a yellow, trans yellow cone just to light the menu up. Again, so it looks like this. Then we put a hinge on there, so we've got a reddish brown hinge and a black insert. Goes in the middle. And then we're going to stick a 2x2 white tile, which we should stick a sticker on, again, which we haven't got. I'll have to have a look, but it would have the menu written on it on there. Then we'll stick a roof on top to do the little roof. Got a 2x2 black plate and these curved black pieces, and just going to stick them on top. So there's our little menu going in there. Then on these holes we've got all these studs sticking out. We're going to stick some tap pieces. But into the taps we're going to stick some more lights. Top them off with a metallic 1x1 round like this. They've just gone on the front there. We're going to do the same for the other side here. So I like coming together. Then on the inside, of course, we had loads of studs on there, and we're going to stick a series of different cakes. So we've got a biscuit, sort of a cookie, a donut, and a waffle. And I'm going to stick the waffle on one so people can see what they can order, I guess. There we go with our, oh, there goes the chef. You guys see with the bricks on, let's put the chef back. Then on the other side, we've got a fried egg to go on. We have a red swirl somewhere. And a strawberry. And then again we're supposed to put a printed menu tile on this little shelf here, which is not going to be stuck to anything, so we'll slide all over the place. But that's kind of what it looks like there, if you can see that, because that's the last time that menu is going to be on that shelf. Then at the back we've still got some studs here. We're going to do these printed grill pieces, which kind of look like vents, I guess. So on the back goes the chef again. See, that's going to be stuck there. The chef wants to jump over the counter. Then we're going to add some tiles now across the top, because we're getting ready to put the roof on. So 1x6, 1x4, 1x6, 1x4, 1x6. We've got some macaroni tiles there, then a 1x8, and a macaroni at the front. There's no studs on these. Usually put a 1x4 with 2 studs on to keep these things in place, but there isn't any on this one, so interested to see how the roof attaches. And there we go. So there's our, oh, there goes the menu. So there's the tiling all done on top, and then I think to finish us off, we're gonna do a waitress. So she's got some white trousers, pink top. She's gonna have some blue roller skates on. It is a diner after all. She's got a smiling face with some glasses and dark orange hair with a ponytail. She's holding a tray with some donuts on, a waffle on, and another hot dog. She's busy serving customers. There she is.
I didn't get that. Could you try?
See, we didn't get it. And you could have her positioning out to the Cadillac in the car park. So we'll just stick her to the side. So that's that. Now we're going to go to bag 8, which I think is the last bag. And we're going to do the roof. Here's a bag 9. There is one more bag to go. And I think I found the sticker sheet. What's this? I have the sticker sheet. So just before I go too far, let's just stick these stickers on. So we had this one here on this 1x2 tile that says tips welcome, advice is not. That's going on in front of our chef. And we had the menu, of course, on the front. And the menu says, if we can fry it, you can try it. No salads. That's what's written on that one. It's cool. So now let's get on with the roof. We also need 3 of these large white plates as well from the oversized bag. And we'll put the diner to the side. So we're on bag 8, there's 9 bags in total. So we're nearly done for today, which is good. I did want to try and do this in one stream, which is great. So, to start us off then on the roof, we're going to start with a 2x4 plate. And we're going to stick a 2x6 plate across to make a cross like this. And then onto that, we've got these large semicircle plates, which we attach on both sides like that. Then we have this large plate here. And we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. So a 1 stud attachment to it there. Then we get one of our large plates here. Stick that on. Stick our 1x next to it as well. Then we're going to stick another one. And then what's that one? It's a 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. A 2x10, which goes on there as well. Add another one of these. Oh, the 1x goes on first. Then we'll add another one of these. Have another corner and a 2x4. Just going to go in here, and we have a 2x6 again, I think, somewhere. 2x6, which goes across, and then our other corner goes on as well. So there's like a bone shape forming here. We're going to flip this over, and then we're going to run another set of plates across the back here as well, just to secure that up. Then with that done, we're also going to then add some smaller corner wedge pieces into each corner here, which is probably how it rests on top of the main body properly. I don't need the studs, so that sits on there. Then we'll flip it back over and we'll start to build up detail on the roof. So we need 3 2x8 bricks in white and a 2x4. We also need a couple of 1x1 bricks as well. And so starting this end, 3 studs in. We'll stick this here, and then our 2x8s will run next to each other there. Our 1x1's just going to go into each corner like that. Then we've got 2 2x6 bricks and a couple of 2x4s. And then we go crossways, so 2x6, 2x4, 2x6, 2x4. Another couple of 2x4s, 2x6 and another one. Two by sixes go in, then our 2x4s. Just building this middle section up. Then we've got 3 2x8s, another 2x4 and another couple of 1x1s. And we finish off the same way we started, so 3 of these 2x8s next to each other. And the 2x4 goes on. And we stick these 1x1s just in there like that. Then round this side we get these large curved pieces. I'm going to sit on each side here, and then in the middle we have a 2x3 sloped piece that goes on around there. Then we put some 2x4 slope pieces here, 2 of these at the front, and underneath them we're going to stick a larger 1x12 plate and connect them into that slope piece. Fill in the gap there, and we do the same at the other end, so another 2x4 in there, and a smaller 1x8 going on there. Seems like lots of stuff's not sticking down on this one. Then we stick another 2 sloped bricks on the edge here to finish this off. Then of course we do the other side here, so we put these corner ones on. 2x3 and the other corner one. Making sure these are pushed down properly. Just feel very like it doesn't want to stay down. And then we do what we did on the other side, so these slope pieces in again, and our longer 1x12 underneath. This side 1x8 underneath. Then we'll stick another 2 in. So there's a pretty solid roof going on there, and it wants to sit down. And with that done, I'm going to add some plates in the middle here, so we get a 2x4 and stick that in the middle. Then either side we've got some white 1x1 tiles go on here, then some 1x2 plates go on either side. Then we're going to add some tiles. So we go a 1x8 coming off here. Large macaroni goes round. We'll stick a 1x2 jumper on the ends. Then another macaroni. And another jumper. Going on the end like this. Then we sort of follow the pattern again. 1x8 there. Macaroni goes on. Jumper again. Another macaroni. And then another jumper at the end. Then on the inside here we're going to stick a quarter tile and a 2x4 corner and a quarter tile in like that, a 1x2 in white next to that, and a 1x8 tile runs across from there. Then we have another corner tile. We stick a 1x1 plate in the middle of it. And then we have another quarter tile, a 1x1 tile, and then a 2x6 white tile goes across the back. Then in here we're going to stick a 2x3 tile, another 1x1 plate, and a 1x2 tile. Then we've got a 2x6 tile again, a 1x1 tile, 1x8 tile, and a 1x2 tile just goes on the end there. Then continuing across the back here we get a 1x2, 2x6, another 1x2, 2x6. Then at the end we have a 1x1 plate. We have a corner and a quarter tile. Coming down here again, 1x2 tile, another corner, another quarter, squeeze it in, and a 1x8 tile goes across. Then we have a 1x2 tile. We're going to stick a 2x2 jumper on, 2x6, and finish off with a 1x8 in this gap across here. Then on the jumper tiles we're going to stick these trans orange 1x1 round tiles on for lights. Top of our diner roof. That's the end of bag 8. So bag 9 now is the putting all the hamburgers and the signs and the big signs on top of this roof now. So we've got lots of different colours. And this is our last bag. So I'm just going to put that to the side. We're going to put the sort of big sign that's going to have fries written on it, and burgers. So we get with two 2x8s in dark red. You're going to get two 1x2s with studs on the side, and they're going to join the middle, go back to back. So end up something like this. Then we've got another 2x2, normal one, a couple again with studs on the side, and a 1x6. 1x6 goes across here, and a blank one, and our two 1x2s, studs on the side. And pretty much the same for the other side. So we've got 1x2 or 1x6 ones across the back, and then our 1x2s with studs on the side go in there like that. Then on the ends here we're going to stick some dark red curved bricks. What I missed was, first we stick a 1x2 plate on, then we stick our curved bricks on the ends. Nice curved look. Then we're going to run a long dark red plate across the back. Then along the front here we're going to stick 12 1x1 round trans yellow plates. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, no, that one's been lost. 10, 11 and 12. So there's the lights going across the top. We'll then add a 1x2 plate on the bottom here and do the curved bricks again. Then with that done, we're going to run some 1x8 tiles across the top this side, and then some 1x6s on this side. So that's that all done, ready to go. Now we're going to stick 4 1x4 white tiles across, and we're going to stick our stickers on, hopefully fairly straight. Let's say shakes, burgers, fries and coffee. Shakes. And burgers. Fries, and then coffee. There's our sign there, and then we're going to bring this back. This is going to fit in this gap that we've left at the front, hopefully. And there's that on the top of our roof. Next up, I think we're doing a couple of lights. These are the lights anyway. So we get a 1x2 with a clip on. So we do 2 of these. We're going to stick a 1x1 with a handle plate into the clip. Then we're going to stick a metallic dish into that, and then a trans clear dish into that. So there's a sort of a light. And these are lights that are lighting up the signs, so they're going to be positioned on the roof, angled up, lighting our big burger signs, chips up like that. Now we're going to do the big burger, which is going to be fun. So we need a 1x1 round brick in light bluish grey. We're going to stick a light bluish grey 1x1 round plate on top of that, 2 of those. Forms the base. Then we stick a 1x1 round with a pin on the top, and then into that we're going to stick one of these burger bun coloured tan dishes.
I didn't catch that.
You didn't need to. Then you stick a yellow dish into that, so some cheese. And we're going to stick a gold 1x1 round into the middle of that dish. Then we're going to put the burger, which is this brown dish, into that. Into the top of that we'll stick a 3-length rod. We're going to stick some lettuce in the burger, which is going to be the form of this leaf. Then we've got some ketchup, so we've got a red dish goes on next. Then we've got the top of the bun, which goes on like that. And there's our beef burger or hamburger. That's going to go onto this stud over there like that. So there's our burger sitting on top of the roof. Next up, we're going to do the fries. So we need a couple of 2x2 round bricks, stick them together. Then we've got a couple of plates at the back stuck together, and then a 1x2 grey brick goes on top. Then we're going to stick a 2x2, well, 1x2 and a third studs on, then a tile on top, stick them together. Then our fries are going to be on this 4x4 red plate, which is looks like a certain brand. Then we're going to stick a red tile. We'll stick two 1x4 red plates together. Then at the top here we're going to stick some jumper tiles, normal tile, another jumper and another one to position our fries. I think the downfall here for me is these fries do look a bit, I feel like it needs to be 4, not 3, but we'll go with the design. So there's our fries in position. Then to cover the fries, I've got one of these car roofs and we'll cover that up. So there's our fries that are going to go on top. They go on this jumper tile at the back over here. So there's our roof so far. And then our last bit is the big diner sign that's going to go in the middle. So we start with one of these round indented pieces, then we stick 5 2x2 round bricks together. 3, 4, 5. Again, another couple of 1x2 plates together, and a brick, 1x2 brick. Another one of these and a tile on top. Next up, we're going to get one of these round large dishes. So that goes in there. We'll get one of these large dishes. We're going to stick a dark red 4x4 on there. We then get a 2x6, which is where our diner sign's going to be. Like that. And what we need to do here is stick these wings on and that goes on like that. Then along the top we stick these metallic grill pieces, 3 there, so 3 across the bottom. We also stick some lights. Across the top. And also these last 2x2s, we're going to stick these line stickers on. Pins are just going to continue each side. For our diner sign. stick this into the back. There's our sort of dyno sign. And if you bring back in the roof, that's going to go in the middle and stick in there. There's our completed roof for the dyno, which looks pretty cool. So if we bring back in the dyno itself then, that's what we built earlier, we'll just stick this just on top. And there's like our completed outside dyno, look at that. And I think that's it. Yep, that's it. So let's go to the wide camera then, I'll give you a better look at what this looks like. This is the dyno, as you can see, all the stickers and the roof on top now. The menu now, and of course you can lift this off and you can see inside the chef cooking away. Then with the rest that we built earlier, I'll do this now about smashing it up. So we've also got the petrol pump being positioned in the front with a big pink Cadillac, pink car, the waitress, who won't stand up because she's front heavy at the moment, so I'll have to lean her back a bit. We've got the waitress, and then we've got these two characters as well, which can be inside the dyno or outside the dyno as well. And that's the build, which has been quite cool. So let's go back to the main camera. See it, I'll just shut my iPad. So there's another sort of view of the dyno there. It looks pretty good. I quite like the roof. I like the details of the hamburger and the fries. Again, the 3 fries are still bugging me. I think there should be 4, but I don't know how you would probably do it. But it looks pretty cool. So I'm going to try and stick this into Bricktown. I've got an area which I used to put the Statue of Liberty in before, so I'll probably try and place that. You can also see the cool car. Still not convinced by this car. It looks alright, but don't know, it just looks a bit bulky. Maybe a bit too much detail on the side. But that's the car. Got the petrol pump, which we built at the start as well, and then we've got the waitress and the 2 people. Of course, we've got the chef inside the dyno as well. So we've got 4 minifigures in total in this set. So hopefully you enjoyed the stream. If you did, do hit that like button, as it helps us grow the channel and more people get to see as well. If you haven't subscribed as well, do hit that subscribe button with the bell notification, because then you'll be alerted for up and coming further streams, because we try to stream every Sunday, and we also do episodes every Friday for our rebuild of Bricktown at the moment, which is the series that's been running for about a year or so now. There'll be another episode coming out in a week or 2 for that. But you can join me next Sunday at 2 PM British Summer Time. The clocks have changed here today, so join me then. We'll be picking up probably Lord of the Rings, I think, Tower of Orthanc, which is an old set which was released some years back, which I purchased on eBay a few months back actually, and I've been looking forward to trying to get to build it. And seeing as Lord of the Rings seems to be out at the moment with Rivendell, I thought why not build one of the older sets. So if you can join me next Sunday for that build, that would be great. I'll put that live on the channel so you can get yourself notified and see that for next week. And whatever you're doing with the rest of your Sunday, enjoy yourself, stay safe, and I'll see you next weekend. See you then.